on, guys? Welcome to the
All right,
podcast.
welcome to the Muscle Secrets Show. We are at 4:30 Friday. It's a great Friday. Today we're going to talk about limiting beliefs in fitness. All right. Yesterday I was listening to Bedrose Coolian and Bill Nye the Science Guy. They were talking about this number right here. 1-0. Man, this better show up properly, man. Is
You
that
have a
one?
better you have a better chance with numbers than you do with letters.
Is that 1-0 right there?
I can't really camera angle.
1-0.
That works.
We're gonna talk about I think it was 100. Anyways, 112. Okay, from 111 degrees Fahrenheit to 112 degrees Fahrenheit. So at 112, water is hot water, but just a 1 degree shift change from 111 degrees Fahrenheit to 112 degrees Fahrenheit is what makes water go from hot water to boiling water. That's all it takes is one fucking degree. So if we put this metaphor in life, right? Your limiting belief, all you need is one day or one more time to show up. All you need is that one little number. And water went from hot water to boiling water, which changed the entire industrial revolution. It brought humanity from the Stone Age to the Industrial Revolution, and they used boiling water in the steam engine of trains, right? That's all it took. So all you need, man. Most people quit right when they're about to like go up, but then they just quit right here. You know what I'm talking about? Right,
Yeah.
you're gonna hit diamonds, right? You're gonna hit diamonds, but you walked away. You were almost there. That's what I'm talking about today.
Yeah, that's powerful. I mean, check this out, guys. Every time you hit a roadblock and something gets real difficult, you're not the only person who has gotten to that point. I like to take it and think of it as this is exactly where people quit. Here's right when it's getting hard, right when I'm having all these doubts. I don't know if it's gonna be worth it. That is when people give up. Most people get those doubts in their head and they just think, you know what, maybe this isn't the thing for me. And then they turn around. But it's right there that you have to understand that you need to keep going.
Yeah.
That's the game, bro. That's literally you're in the game. Every single successful person in any area of life have gone through those doubts that you are in right now, who are deciding for themselves that they won't give up. They'll try one more time.
Yeah, that's it. And success is in this fitness game, it's it's not linear. Success isn't linear. Like you don't like they always say you get what you put in like 100%. So if you give 100%, you're gonna get out 100%. But 100% is may not be enough. You got to do 100% for a long period of time. And then that's when it becomes exponentially. I don't know if you guys can see this, but at that moment, if you give 100% for like a long ass time, then you'll be given the right to exponentially grow. That's like compound interest, right? Albert Einstein.
Yeah, 100% all the time. Even I would go as far as giving 115% every time because you're not trying to hit the goal. You're trying to go past the goal. You're trying to get past your limits, and you're
Yeah.
gonna show up every day. And there's gonna be days where you're not seeing results. You're constantly putting in the effort. You're constantly thinking about new strategies. You're constantly looking yourself in the mirror and thinking to yourself, "Fuck, is this even worth it?" But you still continue to show up because you know there's something at the end of the road for you.
Yeah.
You know it exists.
Yeah. And if you guys read that book, Atomic Habits by James Clear, like the goal isn't that important, man. What's important is what you're doing every single day. Just focusing on that 1.01% better every single day.
Yeah, that you saying that this morning I was doing some typing and I was going through basically where I started and where I'm at now and thinking back because everybody's gonna hit doubts and everybody's gonna start thinking about maybe this isn't enough. Like guys, for me personally, for what I do and all this shit like that is because I think I'm not enough. So I go over and I do all these things to prove to myself.
Yeah.
And so looking back on where you started, whether it's 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, whatever, and then looking at where you're at now, that growth and just going and just knowing that "Man, I started from this position in life and now I'm over here doing these different things with around these different people who I never even thought existed. That in and of itself is a huge accomplishment. And it almost relieves you. One of the things I'm teaching and I'm learning myself is patience.
Yeah.
Patient. It's when we get impatient that all the doubts, all the insecurities start creeping into our head, telling us that it's not worth it and it's not enough. But in reality, we that's when we need to be the most patient.
Yeah. Yeah. Patience. Patience is a virtue. It really is. Like your time is coming.
I
Yeah.
like the I like the term to be impatiently patient. Still showing up every, but you understand that it's gonna.
Yeah. I mean, success leaves clues. If you look at all the successful people are who have a certain body type, they didn't just get that on accident. They showed up repeatedly every single day, and they made that habit. So the habit is more important than the goal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In any shape, way, form, if you can make it into a habit, it'll happen for you. I remember having days as a fat guy, thinking, man, I don't want to go to the gym today, but knowing that going home, I would feel like crap because I would ignore the thing that I know that I'm supposed to be doing in order to lose the weight. I would force myself to do these things. I didn't want to do them all the damn time. It didn't become like a gear where it's just continuously rolling down until after I made the habit. Hardest part is starting. That's it. Once you
Yeah.
start, it gets easier. And it becomes a part of you. It becomes a part of your identity. And so you just do it, and people start incorporating that thing with who you are, which is the end goal of fitness, right? You don't want to just do fitness for 3 months and then just quit it. You want to create a lifestyle around
Yeah.
it. And shit, you might be that guy one day who right now you may be asking other people for advice and tips. 2 years down the line, you might be the guy giving tips and advice to other people, Like it happened to Alec. It happened to me. This thing that we didn't just come out the womb with a huge ass chest and biceps. That doesn't happen. You don't come out the womb with some dumbbells. You come out the womb with nothing, and then you create the muscle to carry the dumbbells. And then people ask you how you did it.
Yeah. That's so true. So yeah, the power of belief, guys. You don't know what's possible until you go out there and try it. When you go out there and do it and see what's possible for yourself. Everybody says also that like your body type, for example, we could talk more specifically. Like there's only three types of body types, but some people can be in between those three. The three are mesomorph, which is you can put on muscle easily. Endomorph, you hold on to fat easily, so it's hard for you to lose the fat. Or ectomorph, it's easy for you to you're a skinny guy. It's easy for you to eat a bunch of stuff and still stay skinny, but it's hard for you to put on muscle. And then people are usually within those ranges, or a mix of both, or either just solid one. So that is genetics. But just because somebody has advantages that you don't have doesn't exonerate you from not working hard or from not achieving your goal. It
Exactly.
doesn't free you up.
Exactly. Sometimes you just maybe you have to work a little harder, you know.
Then work harder.
That's your story, man. Like that's what you have to do. It's harder for me to lose fat and stay lean because I'm in between mesomorph and endomorph, and I
Yeah.
was a fat guy. But that's no excuse for me not to
Figure
be
it out.
fit. It's just another thing, another obstacle that I gotta break through and overcome in order to get what I want. And I think the journey on breaking through that is way more valuable than actually being lean. You know,
Yeah.
that's my take on it.
I love it, man. It's who you become in the process. It's the identity, the identity shift, the identity change, the behavior change from who you were to who you become, right? And if you focus that effort for a sustained period of time, eventually you become someone else. You know, one of my goals, right, is like by the same time next year, I want to be somebody completely different. I want to look back in the mirror and be like, I don't remember that guy anymore, right? That's like how you should approach this fitness game. By next year, you should be like, I was that, you know,
Yeah.
because you would have grown exponentially. You put in so much effort. You show up every day at 4:30, 4:30, 4:30, 4:30, right? And then by the time you're up here, it's not even an accident anymore. It was planned, and everyone's gonna ask how you did it, but it was because you struggled right here. Yeah.
It's amazing how much your life can change in 1 year just from waking the fuck up. That
Yeah.
it'll change so fast. It's insane. You're
Yeah.
gonna start off with probably nothing, and no one's gonna be clapping for you, and no one's gonna be praising you. Then you're gonna start getting people who question you, and then you're gonna
Mhm.
start people who put a lot of backlash and pushing you down, like
Oh, I
thinking,
love that, man.
why
Yeah.
you why are you doing this? Why are you waking up so early, doing all these great things? And they won't even say great things. Let me correct myself. They'll say, why are you doing these questionable things? You're so unnecessary. Because it's not the point. The point is who I'm becoming as I'm doing this. You don't see what I see because this is mine, this is not yours.
Yeah.
Just sit back and watch and then watch it happen. And taking that when you're going with your fitness, I had plenty of people tell me when I was losing weight that I should stop working out and that it wasn't enough. I had
Yeah.
people question why I was working out 3 times a day. And to me, it was just you did not see what I saw as I'm going through this journey. So you having that opinion of me, it's almost like another reason for me to keep going. Just because you think that I will stop by you telling me that, or you think I should stop, is gonna keep pushing me forward because now I'm on this Rolodex of watch when I get there, and then you're gonna start asking me how I
Yeah.
got.
Yeah. Exactly. Remember, guys, all you need to do is 1 degree shift change. From 111, water is hot, and then at 112 degrees, that can power an entire fucking human race. It can take them from the Stone Age to the goddamn Industrial Revolution. I mean, like, look at technology, it's the same way, right? All you need is like a couple of years, and then like 10 years ago, what was it, 2013, the iPhone was so new, right? In like 2008, but like about 10 years later, it's almost like a part of you now. It's like an extra artificial limb, right? What is 10 years going to be look like, right? Everything is exponential. So that's all you need. You need 1 degree shift change your life, man.
100%. And I wanted, I believe it's 70, something under 70 years when we started um, presenting light from the Wright brothers.
Yeah.
The Wright brothers created flight less than 70 years ago. We literally made a machine 70, less than 70 years ago that took us from off the ground to not flying. Now we're having commercials, we're having private jets, we're having all this shit in under 70 years. So think of that in your own aspects, in your own fitness. If we can make flight from less than 70 years, how much can you change your body in a few years? It's
Yeah.
gonna be a lot.
Yeah. It's not that it's impossible. It's you haven't believed it. You haven't believed it yet. All right, guys. So yeah, that's the power of belief. I think that was just like so important to put out there for you guys. We're always talking about nutrition and workouts, but what drives that engine, man, is goddamn mindset, guys. So all right, show up tomorrow, Saturday 4:30, and we're gonna bring you guys another episode. But yeah, today was Power of Belief.
Our belief, guys, I hope you guys liked it. And on the record, I'm a religious man, so I believe in God. I
Mm-hmm.
have a cross around my neck all the
Mm-hmm.
time. So I believe in faith. I think that's a really strong driver.
Mm-hmm.
Um, tomorrow, and you'll see that the next podcast you'll really enjoy also. Got to be here. Glad you guys came and joined us. And as always, catch you guys in the next one.
All right, guys. Peace.